Good morning, this is a video in a playlist, and this is brought to you by Exfoliage, which means we talk about a Young Living recommendation. This one's on chronic fatigue syndrome, and the legal part, Bible stuff, is going to be on riot. Okay, so chronic fatigue syndrome refers to a set of debilitating symptoms that may include prolonged periods of fatigue that are not alleviated by rest, difficulty concentrating, muscle and joint pain, headaches, sore throats that cannot be explained by any known medical condition. While the exact cause of chronic fatigue syndrome is not known here, some have theorized that it is caused by a virus like Epstein-Barr virus left in the body after an illness. Chronic fatigue is often caused by Epstein-Barr virus, and it may also be the result of chemical and metal toxicity or of a condition of highly acidity. Women who are pregnant seldom have chronic fatigue syndrome because of the higher amounts of natural progesterone being produced. Okay, so Young Living recommends Thieves, which is a blend of like clove and cinnamon. It smells amazing. Basil, peppermint. We have supplements called Daigi's Immuno Powder. We have more oils: lavender, lemongrass, and rosemary. And then we have a supplement. It's wolfberry juice. Have you ever had wolfberry juice? We have it. It's called Ninja Red, Ninxia Red. And like it comes in like a juice box, but it's one of those like paper, like like it's not a hard juice box, it's a squishy one, like the high C ones. And I used to sell them for $4 each. So it's just like one serving, and it's amazing. Okay, so riot. I'm gonna do the law first or the Bible. This is what the Pennsylvania says about it. Article F. Offenses against public order and decency. Chapter 55 is riot, disorderly conduct, and relating offenses. Right underneath it is 57, wiretapping, electronic surveillance, and 59 is public indecency. Chapter 55 is riot, disorderly conduct. Subchapter cruelty to animals. Subchapter A, definition. Section 5501, riot. Statute 5501, riot. A person is guilty of riot, a felony of the third degree, if he participates with two or more others in a course of disorderly conduct, one, with the intent to commit or facilitate the commission of a felony or misdemeanor. Two, with the intent to prevent or coerce official action. Or three, when the actor or any other participant, to the knowledge of the actor, uses or plans to use a firearm or other deadly weapon. Okay, that's riot. The Bible, I think I have it on this device here. Hold on. We got my website, where science meets religion.blogspot.com. The word riot is in the Bible 7 times. Proverbs 23:20. Be not among the wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. Proverbs 28:7. Whoso keepeth the law is a wise son, but he that is a companion of riotous men shameth his father. And not after, this is Luke 15:13, not after many days after the younger son gathered all together, he took his journey into a far country, and he wasted his substance with riotous living. The younger son did that. Romans 13:13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering, wantonness, not in strife and envying. Titus 1:6, if any be blameless, this is probably, I think, the bishop we're talking about, maybe, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, not accused of riot or unruly. 1 Peter 4:3, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. 2 Peter 2:13, they shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, because they count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. And since this is a little short, right, wasn't too long, I'm going to read you a letter from John Adams, the President of the United States, on July 14th, 1798, and this is an act. It's called the Sedition Act. The 5th Congress of the United States at the second session begun and held at the city of Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania on Monday, the 13th of November, 1797. An act. In addition to the act, entitled an act for the punishment of certain crimes against the United States. Section 1. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that if any persons shall unlawfully combine or conspire together with intent to oppose any measure or measures of the government of the United States, which are or shall be directed by proper authority, or to impede the operation of any law of the United States, or to intimidate or prevent any persons holding a place of office in or under the government of the United States from undertaking, performing, or executing his trust or duty. And if any person or persons with the intent as aforesaid shall counsel, advise, or attempt to procure any insurrection, riot, or unlawful assembly or combination, whether such conspiracy, threatening, counsel, advice, or attempt shall have the proposed effect or not, he or they shall be deemed guilty of high misdemeanor on conviction before any court of the United States having jurisdiction thereof, and shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $5,000, and by imprisonment during a term not less than 6 months, nor exceeding 5 years. And further, at the discretion of the court may be holden to fine sureties for his good behavior in such sum, and for such time as the said court may direct. Section 2, and it be farther enacted that if any person shall write, print, utter, or publish, or shall cause to procure to be written, printed, or uttered, or published, or shall knowingly and willingly assist or aid in writing, printing, uttering, or publishing any false, scandalous, or malicious writing or writings against the government of the United States or either house of the Congress of the United States or the President of the United States with the intent to defame the said government or either house of the said Congress or the said President, or to bring them or either of them into contempt or disrepute, or to excite against them or either or any of them the hatred of the good people of the United States, or to stir up sedition within the United States, or to excite any unlawful combinations therein, for opposing or resisting any law of the United States, or any act of the President of the United States done in pursuance of any such law, or of the powers in him vested by the Constitution of the United States, or to resist, oppose, or defeat any such law or act, or to aid, encourage, abet any hostile designs of any foreign nation against the United States, their people, or government, then such persons being thereof convicted before any court of the United States having jurisdiction thereof shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $2,000 and by imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. Section 3, and it be further enacted and declared that if any person shall be prosecuted under this act for the writing or publishing any libel aforesaid, it shall be lawful for the defendant upon the trial of the cause to give evidence in his defense, the truth of the matter contained in the publication shall be charged as libel, and the jury who shall try the cause shall have the right to determine the law and the fact under the direction of the court as in other cases. Section 4, and be it further enacted that this act shall continue to be enforced until the 3rd day of March 1801 and no longer, provided that the expiration of the act shall not prevent or defeat a prosecution and punishment of any offense against the law during the time it shall be enforced. I certify that this act did originate in the Senate, and Jonathan Dayton, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Theodore Sedgwick, President of the Senate pro tempore, Sam A. Otis, Secretary. Approved July 14th, 1798, by John Adams, President of the United States.